Hauge and Josh Krug with us here this morning. The 8th annual Indiana County Decathlon 2024 series is here. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Morning, folks.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us, Todd.
It's good to have you back with us. This is a pretty familiar sheet that you have given me here this morning. And
familiar looking, but new words.
Yeah, well, that's the great thing about it. And it starts with what we all need today, a hot chocolate.
You're right.
My goodness gracious. So the decathlon is ready to go, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty much packaged up. I'll let Barb tee it up a little bit for you.
Yeah, we're really excited. This is our, excuse me, our 8th annual, which, you know, when we first started, we didn't know if we'd even have 2 years, and now we're up to 8. It's really exciting to always have new and fresh ideas and new places to go and people to walk with. It's super.
Now, the decathlon was developed as a result of a study out of Pitt, correct?
Yes. So the University of Pittsburgh had approached the planning department, where Josh is located, and back in 2015 with a WalkWorks program, the Department of Health was looking at ways to fight obesity and obesity-related diseases, and it was determined that just walking an hour once a week could improve health to a noticeable extent. Maybe not everything, but, can help. So they decided to do walking routes, and they had these WalkWorks walking routes, and we have 9 of them here in our county, 8 different communities and over at IRMC. And at the time, we had walking groups that met once a week and would walk with people between 1 and 2 miles along those WalkWorks routes. So we wanted a way to make this a continuous program. So we developed the Indiana County Decathlon as events during a time of the year when people are less active. So our events happen between February and the end of May, and then we wrap up with Nature Palooza at the beginning of June. Yeah. So it's been a really great program, and it's good because it's during a time when the IUP students are here and when people are looking for times to gather. And we even made it through the pandemic. I mean, really.
How about that?
We did. We had to pivot a little bit, and we developed self-guided walks. In 2021, the entire program was self-guided, and we've included some self-guided walks each of the years since, and we've been able to build an archive that you can access on our icopd.org website. There's actually 2 of the events this year that lend themselves to being self-guided. One is also in person. That's the Cherry Tree Borough, the Cherry Tree Monument Walk, that will be developing self-guided for. And then the historic 6th Street Walk is another self-guided for this year. So that's another element that we've added to the program over the years that people seem to appreciate.
Yeah. So February 3rd, we mentioned before, February 3rd is going to be when this all gets started with the hot chocolate walk, which is the kickoff, and I love that.
Yeah, it's a really great event. We meet at Blue Spruce. We'll be meeting this year at Blue Spruce Park at Pavilion Number 1, which is the large pavilion with the large brick or stone fireplace on the left-hand side after the Lakeside Center. And we'll have 2 options for walks that day. One will be with Ray Winstead, the biologist who trained the birds to feed out of your hands there at Blue Spruce. So he'll be taking a group of people down through the woods. And there is an accessible pathway there now. Thanks to fundraising last year, there was a paved pathway put in.
The Chickadee Path.
Yeah, the Chickadee Path.
Is that what it's called?
Called the Chickadee Path, and you can feed chickadees out of your hand.
Oh, yeah. They have a picture of W.C. Fields at the beginning of it. People wouldn't understand that.
And there's also a walk around the lake, and I'll be leading that unless Ed Patterson can join us. So sometimes he joins us, and we can walk with Ed.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's always more fun.
But the Hot Chocolate Walk is really a kickoff event, so folks can gather there at 10 a.m. I think one of the important things we need to point out is that you don't have to sign up ahead of time for these things. Just show up.
Yeah.
For the most part, we do partner with Friends of the Parks organization on some events where we cross-promote a couple of their events and they cross-promote some of ours. Some of their events, you'll have to check, and it be denoted on our flyer that if you have to sign up ahead of time, because some do have limits or parameters in terms of age, like some are more for adults and otherwise. But generally speaking, everything is free. You don't have to sign up for them. The program was called the Decathlon initially because, as some certainly recall, we had a stamp card and we had 20 different options, 15 to 20 different chances to get stamps. And if you earned 10 or more stamps, then you were eligible for some prizes, basically. Okay, so that was 10. That's the Decathlon. Yeah. Since then, it's evolved in different ways. As Barb said, we made it through COVID, etc. Frankly, now, if you show up to one of these events and you sign up and you denote that you would like to enter the raffle, you're entered for a prize that you could potentially win at Nature Palooza when we draw them at the end of the program. So there's still prizes. There's motivation and incentive to get out and do it. And we kept the Decathlon name because people know it, but you don't have to do 10. We encourage it, though.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Come for all of them.
Yeah, there you go.
If you're able, please come.
Sure. Now, some of the events, of course, are along established trails. Some of them are town walks.
Yes.
One of the great things about the Indiana County Decathlon is you go all over the county and you do all kinds of things.
Yeah, that's the super part because Josh's program, they've mapped where we've been throughout the county.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and on all of our walks and all of the tours that we've offered. And there were a couple places that we still hadn't got to, like Glen Campbell. So we're going there this year. And Cherry Tree's been on our list for a couple of years, but we hadn't made it there. So we're excited to go to those two places, which we hadn't been to before. And then there's some old standards like Blairsville and Salzburg that we go to most every year.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting is to have different offerings in those different places. And then there's the standard things that we have, like the hot chocolate walk. But we also partner with the Y on Healthy Kids Day. And then we partner with the Children's Advisory Commission on Nature Palooza. So those are the three, the beginning, middle, and end programs that you can count on every year. But then there's a variety mixed in along the way. And this year we're doing a sweater walk at Buttermilk Falls.
I saw that.
Where you can wear your sweater like Mr. Rogers used to wear his sweater and then come and walk with us at Buttermilk Falls.
143.
143 day. Yep.
Yeah. So that'll be in May, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we want to highlight the programs in particular that are, of course, the Hot Chocolate Walk, and we have three programs in March that we wanted to highlight today because the rest of the program does evolve, and hopefully we'll be able to get back out and promote the other events more directly in the future. So we do have the Eagle Watch at Loyal Hannah Dam on Saturday, March 9th, and that's in partnership with Friends of the Parks. I was at that event last year, and we did see bald eagles, I can confirm.
Oh, yeah?
And it was a really, really great event, as well as the Cherry Tree Burro Walk in partnership with folks from the Cherry Tree community, as well as the Glen Campbell, which, as you mentioned, it's actually along a Walkworks route. So that's going to help to promote the sustainability of the Walkworks program, which really was the intent of the Decathlon. And it's a part of the county that we really hadn't gotten to yet. And we really felt that it was necessary to continue this county-wide initiative.
Yeah, Cherry Tree, Glen Campbell, of course, those are neighboring places. So that's a wonderful thing. You also take advantage of some of our great county parks, Blue Spruce, the state park, Yellow Creek State Park. You're going to be there again this year, and up and down Indiana County you go, and they're all wonderful locations and great walks to take.
Yeah, one of the things that we're doing this year is a bike ride.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing, it's called the Slow Roll Bike Ride. So we're going to be riding the route that we've talked about for many years, but we'll start behind Grace United Methodist Church at the corner of 8th and Church, and then we'll ride down Gompers to the White Township Rec Complex. And so it's going to be bring your helmets, water, whatever you need to ride with us. And that's on Saturday, April 27th, which is to kick off Bike Month, which is in May, but we're having it a little bit early in April. But that'll get kids out on their bikes and riding, and everybody can join with us. We'll take it at a pace that's not challenging for everybody, so that we can keep everybody together and have just a big community ride.
And just to add to that, the tie-in, which is different this year in particular, is that last year in June, the county commissioners adopted an active transportation plan for Indiana County.
Yeah.
And one of the pillars of that plan is programming and promotion. And we did that intentionally, understanding the success of this program and the way that it allows us to casually, but in a very real way, present information about active transportation, give people opportunities to understand different areas of the county, for instance, the slow roll, different opportunities to walk or bike or ride the bus, et cetera. So this really does tie into the strategic priorities of the county, and it's been built into that through the active transportation plan. So the WalkWorks program and the Decathlon are in fact implementation of the active transportation plan for the county.
Yeah, folks might not make the connection between why is the county involved in a program such as this, but that it is actually a natural.
Yeah, it's of course great for the health outcomes, and they do the community health needs assessment that lets us know what the situation looks like in terms of obesity, chronic diseases, and the shows us there's a need to get out and be more active. But why it fits in with the planning department is, we're the transportation planners for the county. Active transportation is really critical, and this program and promotion is actually in the plan.
All right. So
one more thing I'd like to add is it's not a program that we're presenting, but the Aging Services is doing a walking stick making program in February.
Yes.
So they're having a couple of different options. They're going to be, it's the Monday, the first class will be Monday, February. Oh, I don't have a date here. Darn. I think it's February. No, it's after the 3rd. I'm sorry. Anyway,
we'll promote it online.
Yeah, there will be a couple of opportunities. There will be a morning, an afternoon class, and an evening class. So there will be on Monday and Wednesday of the week after the hot chocolate walk, from 1 to 3, and then again from 6 to 8, both Monday and Wednesday. They're going to have a walking stick making program, so that you can bring your walking stick then to all of the
Used to be that was the prize that you gave out.
Oh yeah.
And we will likely have some. There will, yes, there probably will, maybe even some that are made in that event. But we figure get those made during February, and you can have them to use for the whole program.
For the whole season.
Yes.
There you go. Barb Hauge, Josh Krug, thanks so much for the visit. WalkWorks is here. Indiana County Decathlon begins, and February 3rd is the first date. That's when the hot chocolate walk takes place. Hey, thanks for coming.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you always.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com.